Hi everybody, how's everybody doing out there? I hope the sound's coming across lovely, you know what I mean? As I hope it's the same levels as it is on Twitch and Mixer and everything else. Hope you all are having a lovely Sunday or Monday morning, wherever it is, wherever you are. But I want to show you guys this. I want to expose, not expose as in show the bad side. I want to expose to you, in other words, you guys get exposed to something that I think a lot of people, are still in the dark a little bit with the, what you call it. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this, and see what you guys think, you know what I mean? Like I said, we're going to try a few things, like I mentioned on Twitter, we're going to, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Just to let you guys know, if you guys have never seen my stuff before or anything like that, I used to have a thing called boywheels.com, a website, which I used to check all my information on there. It got denotice for getting too close to the establishment. But, and I had a show on Spreaker called the Lionheart Show and stuff like that. So it was fun having that stuff. It's now gone, and I got a new show over on Spreaker anyway called the Dragon Order, which I'm trying to work. I got to stop going into certain feelings over there, guys. Yeah, I almost got killed, but time to move on. So we're gonna look at this, guys. I want your thoughts on this, guys, more than anything. So let's go.
Hello, social media. There has been some escalations in the corona agenda that needs to be shared. First of all, I'd like to thank Amanda Volmer for this information. Amanda is a microbiologist and is a whistleblower on the virus story, which is rare in these days. So I will leave a link to her channel. So firstly, it appears that back in the summer of 2019, the Chinese government declared that as of December the 1st, 2019, a state immunisation programme would begin in which everyone was to be legally obligated to be vaccinated. Now, this is not just a coincidence, this is a premeditated move to put laws in place to kickstart a vaccine campaign. The irony of it is this article, which appeared in the law library, claiming that anyone who dies from the vaccine will be paid from the vaccine fund. I mean, it's just unbelievable. So thanks, Amanda, for that information. I have created another article on my website with info that I have uncovered that is important for others to know.
Let me pause it there, guys. If you guys have got a pen and paper or just hit the print screen button at the top, you guys can then get the thing up there. It's VIGILIAE.org to get to her website and stuff like that. I paused it there, and you guys can have a look back and still do it that way and pause it and give you guys more time. But I thought I'd pause it there, just in case you guys want to go and get a pen and paper and then, write it in and so forth. So I'll wait probably about, say, 20 seconds and then see you guys, because I have followed Analogical for a long time now, guys, and I've got her on a Facebook group as well, and she's covered an array of subjects and she's been on point a lot of the time, loads of times, and she backs it with evidence. That's the beauty, with Analogical. She takes the time to look at things. She's up all night. It feels like it. She's been up all night because I go away for 3 hours, come back. I don't sleep that much either, and I'm doing my own research. She's doing her research, and I've noticed the level she goes through, guys. Anybody that tries to call her a conspiracy theorist, would be doing a suicide mission, because she will show you the evidence and everything left, right, and center. And if you've done no research, you will be gunned down. You know, I mean, she's not that type of person. But just by looking at the information, you might as well feel like you're being, I mean, you might as well be gunned down, because you'd be like, "What? What's all this?" But she's a brilliant researcher. I mean, she's one of the best I've seen in it. I mean, going. I mean, she's as you can see, about the 5G thing, but there. There's another person talking about 5G that is very dodgy at the moment, and she's exposed that person really, really well. What I mean? But anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Now about. Right, this coronavirus claims all coincide with the implementation of a 5G medical network that China has been promoting. In October of 2019, the Chinese Health Commission and 95 hospitals, along with Telecom in China, decided to release a 5G network standard. The date was the 21st of October, and by November of last year they were reporting the new 5G hospital with a smart brain that can identify and track everyone's whereabouts and everyone's actions. Now, on the same day, on the 21st of October, that they declared a 5G network standard, they also report that China will hold the first worldwide 5G convention. And this was going to happen from the 20th to the 23rd of November. And obviously one of the discussions was the theme of 5G and smart medical health. Now, during that exhibition, ceremonies of policy release and contract cooperation signing took place. I find that very interesting. Contract signing took place on the 20th of November, and the reason why I find that extraordinary is because a cooperation contract was also reported on that very same day. A patent for the coronavirus was granted and contracted by many countries on that same day. Do we think that this is just pure coincidence that a coronavirus patent is granted and contracted by many countries on the same day as an exhibition for 5G in a hospital environment? I don't think so. Furthermore, the patent was filed in 2015 and yet granted some 5 years later on that same day. Furthermore, that in 2015, when this coronavirus was created, according to the patent, a debate amongst the medical profession on the risks of a lab-made coronavirus took place that involved the same man, Ralph Baric, who engineered the virus. This is the same man who recently made it known publicly that the virus appears to be able to be in people with no symptoms, on his word. And this is down to a story supposedly about a young boy who he claims had no symptoms, which gives them the opportunity to embark on a mass mandatory vaccination drive. This should be a smoking gun that this agenda is false. And let us not forget, as I've shown on my last video, the military games extravaganza. The ceremony held in Wuhan was showcasing the UN, the military, and also a new world. And no doubt the new world would include a lot less people. An article from China also mentions that healthcare and 5G was being watched worldwide with interests by governments. So we can see that 5G and the pushing of the smart agenda is fully at play here. And let's not forget also that Wuhan is also home to the telecom giants Huawei. I'd also like to share a 2010 document that I found online, which was written by a think tank collaborated by the Rockefeller Institute, which war games a future pandemic and uses the virus as a means. bring in tighter government control. I've got a Facebook group that I've had since the Ebola fiasco, which also covers other fake pandemics such as Zika, to which people bring information, and a lot of people have joined recently because I've also now added Corona to that Facebook page. So an article was shared in that group showing that Wuhan is to be one of the 4 future smart cities in China. So we can see that link there yet again. Back when they tried to fool us with the swine flu vaccinations, I used the fact that I was refused to have a table with leaflets to get the information in the local paper. I think even more so that we should get information and research out there and share our opinions with others at this particular time. I would encourage people to check out my friend Carl's channel, which is Enchanted Life Path TV, and his website, in which he's broken down some mind-blowing information on the coding and the names of this event. And I've got no doubt that this is the one that they've been aiming for a long time. Okay. So stay safe and thank you for listening.
Right, guys, notice how I let that run on. I mean, a lot of people would be like, why is he just sitting there and then letting it run on? I did a talk a little bit in between earlier, but I don't know if you guys noticed something. Going back to this bit. Sometimes you got to hear it in its full complexity or whatever. It was this bit that caught my attention. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but it caught my attention. Because I noticed Anne didn't point it out because she knows the people that watch her. Are very quick to spot things. And because this bit, guys, as you can see, is a computer chip and stuff like that. But this bit here, guys, this red thing around here, coming down, and the way they've designed it, you can either say it's the red planet or whatever, and also you could also say it's like a chip in the virus. But what also stood out for me personally was this, the way the line is, and there we go. Let's get one of these little blighters. There we go. I don't know if it was done intentionally, but I should type in the symbol of the creature, really. So let's do that. Symbol. And there you go. Because this came about, in my head, symbol for the scarab beetle. I could be wrong, or whatever. But you notice the line here, it's like 30%. If it was halfway, let's bring this in. If it was halfway, it'd be like here. But you got the head and you got that thing. And so, going by here, it's like, up the top. And then the symbolism is very interesting to me. I do find symbolism very intriguing. The symbol itself can be neutral, but it's when it comes down to the fact who the players are and what the intent is and stuff like that. So a lot of people I notice when I'm on Twitch and so forth will just be like, because I've noticed that when I've done it on my Twitch channel, play some stuff, there's hardly any interest, which is sad. Really, it's really sad. And then I got people going into certain professions that should be looking into this, because there is a cabal that these people, professions, the people that have gone into certain professions should be bringing down this cabal behind the scenes, unless they've been told not to. But as a private or home affair, they should. And check it out, because if you want your family and all that to be safe and all of that, the cabal behind the scenes that are bringing this forward are going to keep coming at you. Because it's like the line from, I think it was from the Lord of the Rings. If you keep your nose out, sort of thing, they're not going to come for you. That's bull. Because as you notice, in the Lord of the Rings, evil still came, you know what I mean? The darkness and all that came, you know what I mean? So it's better off to prepare yourself, so at least you've got a chance, you know what I mean? And because what I'm noticing as well, thanks to let me just go into this, because we know what Google is like. Anything can pop up. No, not that, not that. There we go. Because I am looking into this, guys, at the moment. Let me just show you. I'm looking into this. Transforming Our World, the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. When you look on the surface, a lot of people that get into this, they just do like a 5-second search or a 30-minute thing, do a quick search. You know what I mean? And this document, I'll finish this. It's for 41 pages, so it's a pamphlet. You know what I mean? So it talks about the people, the planet, prosperity, so-called peace. You know, I mean, what type of peace are they talking about? You got all the keywords and all that, and then once you start going through it, and you start looking into things and so on, then you start realizing it's more to it. The type of peace they want is basically you lot shut up, we control. You know what I mean? Which is slavery, basically. And even a culling operation that they want and so forth. And we, the head of state and government and high representatives, meeting at the United States. Talk about big egos there, guys. Headquarters in New York from the 25th to the 27th of September 2015, as the organization celebrates its 17th anniversary, have decided today on a new global sustainable development goals. They've decided, not you, not me, them. So there are billions of people on the planet, but they have the right to speak for us. No, they don't. Well, I didn't choose these monkey boys anyway. So, by the way, on behalf of the people we serve, we have adopted a historic decision on a comprehensive, far-reaching, and people-created set of universal and transformative goals and targets. We commit ourselves to working tirelessly for the full implementation of this agenda by 2030. In other words, what that means, guys, they've been bringing it in for so long. They want certain requirements done by 2030, and people should be asking, what are these requirements? Because these are working tirelessly. You know what I mean? They are not stopping, and yet you and I, people like you and I that care, a lot of us in our circles and beyond don't care what's going on. I do care. Maybe you do as well. But other people out there don't give a damn. You know what I mean? And that's why when you hear these same idiots going, oh, the world's a bad place to live in, because you're letting it be a bad place to live in. Are you a good person? Yeah. What about your friend? Yeah. And then, you will have, friends that are assholes as well, but would they go out and destroy a world? Probably not. There you go. So it's down to us, guys. You know what I mean? Because it's like, what is it? The goals and targets are results of public consultation engagement with civil society and other stakeholders around the world, which pay particular attention to the voices of the poorest and most vulnerable. I bet they do, because they can treat us as test subjects. This consultation includes valuable work done by the open working groups of the General Assembly on Sustainable Development Goals and by the United Nations, whose general thing. But the General Secretary General provided a synthesis report in December 2014. I haven't read all of this just yet. I'm doing a quick glancing through at the moment. But yeah, I mean, people like, what's her name? Greta Thunberg. If she really cared about the people and the planet, why has she gone to Africa to stop mining I mean, the mining operations that use children and many other things. But anyway, it says here, in scopes and however, the framework we announced today goes far beyond the Millennium Development Goals. We know that it's lower carbon. Life is carbon. So in other words, lower the life forms on the planet. Hence the culling operations that are going on against the human race. And the bees. You know what I mean? And the bees and everything else, guys. A local politician. I mean, he mentioned the bees in one of his speeches that would not be seen in the normal premise questions times area. It was in one of those side rooms, and he brought up. He said the bees are going missing. I mean, and that's because of the Wi-Fi. That is because of the smart meters and everything else coming in. Because the technology with the smart meters and stuff, it uses Wi-Fi, and therefore, I mean, they've companies like Monsanto are going to be bringing in plants that you got to keep buying the seeds off year in, year out, because they will not grow again. I mean, they call Terminator seeds, by the way. It's in the book of Seeds of Destruction that I read. It was a very interesting book as well. Very interesting book. But yeah, it says these are like little strategy plans. You know what I mean? Not to help the general public, but to guide us down a certain road they want us, as well as treat us as test subjects and everything else. Picture it of that. And it says here, least developed countries, landlocked developed countries, and small island developing states. And some of, I'll go, sorry guys, I went down here now, yeah. So we down here, it says such as poverty, eradication, health, education and food scrutiny, security and nutrition. These are very interesting, such as poverty eradication. You would think, look, all the years we've heard about dealing with poverty, and yet we still got people on the streets, and sometimes we see people going missing. Instead of thinking that person's got a home, they may have got a home. They may have they've climbed the way back on, and they've got a home and all that. But also, the way life is, I mean, has that person been killed off, or has that person been taken by the state and shoved somewhere? You know what I mean? Or, in other words, taken by the state, yet again, doesn't always mean the state is helping them to find a home or a job. It can also mean that they've been taken somewhere and just bumped off. You know what I mean? There's that as well. So when you look at this, it also promises the food security. Food security doesn't mean getting a lot of food in and then it'll be given out to the public. It could mean we're going to get all the food, as much as we can, stored up. But if anybody of the public comes and then goes and tries to get food, we'll shoot them dead. We've got enough men and women and so forth with guns, and we've got enough food to survive, and therefore screw the lot of you. Screw the rest of humanity. So, you know what I mean? I'm putting out other ways of looking at these words, because a lot of people, when they see this, I mean, when they're reading stuff like this from a simple public mindset, it's just like, the state is looking after us. Really? Really? You think that? Well, I got a bridge down in London that I could sell if you believe that. You believe anything. Anyway. So you've got this as well, where they've put here as well, nutrition. Really? Why have they been spraying the skies then? And not letting the sun feed us with the natural sunlight and everything for the plants to grow nicely, for us then to have proper minerals and vitamins, I mean, that comes from the sun and so forth. You know what I mean? But anyway, and there has been a documentation, well, I say has, but let me just pull something up, guys. Let me just quickly pull something up. I hope it's still there, because it was 2 years ago. Where is it? Okay, here we go. can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this stuff up. Parliament in Spain removes punitive sun tax. Yeah, there were. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me bring it bigger for you. Let me bring it bigger. There you go. There was Parliament in Spain removes punitive sun tax. This was March 2016. These players with the Agenda 2030 and all of that have gone down the road of always trying to control the weather, always trying to control the food supply and everything. It's like, yeah, Spain Solar Association, Union Spanola. I don't know what that means, but it's a UF report. The majority of members in the Spanish Parliament have signed an agreement removing a controversial royal decree against self-consumption of solar energy, also known as the sun tax. It's how mad these people are. You know what I mean? They want to tax the very thing that helps our immune system, which is the sun's rays. Yes, you got to be careful with the sun's rays, depending certain times of the day, but you know what I mean? The agreement has been made within 100 days of a new government being formed. Although Spain has not formed a government following the general election last year, 227 members of parliament agreed. And so this was in 2016, guys, being reported. So think about Agenda 2030, guys, what they are really trying to do. Because if we just scroll down and let's just say number 40, let's pick 40. Says the the means of implementation targets under Goal 17 and under each Sustainable Development Goals are key to realising our agenda and of equal importance with the other goals and targets. The agenda, including Sustainable Development Goals. Sustainable is not a bad word. It's the players behind what their intention, what they want to sustain, what they want to keep forth. You know, I mean, if you're like me, you want nature to stay. You want the animals to stay. You want all of that. These psychopaths behind the scenes, no. It's different way they're looking at it. They're looking at it from a perverted, psychotic way. A lot of them. And because it says here, the agenda including sustainable development goals can be met within the framework of a revitalized global partnership for sustainable development, supported by the concrete policies and actions as outlined in the outcome document of the Third International Conference on Financing for Development, held in Addis Ababa from 13 to 16th of July 2015. We welcome endorsement by the General Assembly of Addis Ababa Action Agenda, which is an integral part of the Agenda 2030 for Sustainable Development. We recognise that the full information of the Addis Ababa Action Agenda is critical for the realising of Sustainable Development Goals and targets. And as we know, they want to bring in a smart city and control the food supply and everything and so forth. Lower the population, not in a good way. And, you know what I mean, you can lower the population by not having so many children. You know what I mean? By not having so many children. But to murder people off, yeah, that's where I draw the line. That is where I draw the line, people. Because, you know, I mean, the things we see in with the coronavirus and everything is no more than a culling effect. You know what I mean? Like we saw with Bill Gates wanting to bring the whole thing down to zero. But anyway, I mean, if you guys go and check this out and have a proper look at what's going on, like I'm scrolling through here, like I said to you, I haven't properly read this yet, and I've already flipped the meaning of the words, what they actually saying. You know what I mean? And I always like the last statements, guys. I always like the last statements that they always throw in. You know, and here's a typical one. We recognise that there are different different approaches, visions, models, and tools available to each country, in accordance with this. And I want to pick that up first. So the models, they what you call it, they're in a room. They have computers and all that and so forth. And they may have like these computer modules going, but no circumstance is the same. You always have one dynamic that is different. In a controlled situation, fair enough, you can repeat the same thing over and over again. But if you're not considering the irregular moments of every second or millisecond and so forth, and everything is different, you know what I mean? Everything is different, you know what I mean? It's like, I can just sit here quietly. I held that pose, right? I held that pose. By me just doing like that, holding a pose, you think, right, watching me, nothing new has happened. You know what I mean? But in that moment, just me doing that, there's probably neutrinos going through me, different types of neutrinos. So each moment is different. And then you could have someone walking past the window there. Then you've got, you know what I mean? There's new elements to each moment, to each second, and so on. So by them trying to calculate with models and so forth, there's nothing wrong using models to calculate. But the trouble is, by them saying this towards the end, models on tours to each country in accordance with its national circumstances and priorities to achieve sustainable development. And we affirm that planet Earth and its ecosystems are our common home, and that Mother Earth is a common expression in a number of countries and regions. So they know we feel, a duty and all of that to Mother Nature, to make sure we still keep a planet, so we can still create tables and all of that and so forth. The animals have still got their home and all of that. And then they play this guilt trip on us, you know what I mean, where they sort of like show all these things on thinking, oh, isn't this bad? You know, the people in Africa and all of that. Oh, these homes are being, these trees, are being destroyed. The homes of the animals and all that. When it's the same corporations and all of that and so forth that are going across, destroying them because, there's a demand for this, that, and so forth, which they created, by the way, by saying, hey, do you want this? And we're like, yeah. And then they go, and then they see that as a consensual thing, and they go and destroy the trees. You know what I mean? And all of that, you know what I mean? Because it says, yeah, sustainable development goals, end poverty in all its forms everywhere. So I want you guys to think what you think is poverty, and then go and check out what these people behind the scenes, the elitists and all that, what they think is poverty. In other words, anybody that doesn't do what they do is killed off, you know what I mean? They see us as, well, they don't even see us as living beings, for one. Thanks to the Cestui Act of 1666. They see us as dead. Yeah, they see you and me as dead people. They see us as... So all these zombie films, it's not like, come and eat your brains. They see us now, you and I are living, breathing right now, but they see us as dead in a world. That's why they think they have the right to just kill us off and murder us through wars and stuff like that. All the militaries around the world, all of us that have joined militaries or a family and so forth, like I have, like my neighbour has, and he's been in the military, and plus other people. Like my father's always said, because he's joined the Marines and stuff like that and everything else, like he's always said to me, it's cannon fodder, because the elites in place use all of the militaries around the world as a game of chess, or as a game of maybe Risk is probably a better way to do it. And they're playing with people's lives. You know what I mean? They have the arguments and then send us in to die off as a culling operation, and they're laughing about it as well, which is sick. You know what I mean? So yeah, and the reason I haven't gone through all this, you guys can read this for yourselves. You know what I mean? But there you go, bring it up a little bit. And it says, by 2030, eradicate extreme poverty for all people everywhere. So by taking away people's jobs, by creating universal credit, which makes you have a lower amount of money, is actually eradicating poverty. In a sense, yeah, because people are dying because they can't afford to eat, so they starve to death, and therefore in a grave. Therefore, yeah, your own population, plus you killing families off this way and single people. So yeah, I can see where eradicate extreme poverty. psychopaths or what? And it says here, reduce at least by half the proportion of men, women, and children of all ages living in poverty in all its dimensions according to the national definitions. So you got to find out what their definition is, not what we think, because thinking is like a faith. It's like a belief. It's not knowing. You got to get to know what's going on. Plus, you've got this by here, guys. You've got all this down here, guys. It's, with that combat one I just saw. Anyway, this one sounds good. By 2030, reduce the global maternal mortality ratio to less than 70%. Don't worry, it's already there. Men's sperm is down to about 20% or less now. Women's bodies are more toxic as well. Hey, you feminists, you know what I mean? You want women to have the right to give birth and all of that. Why are these people behind the scenes there have made the female body like a war zone to give life? Come on. Wake the fuck up. But anyway, also by here, by 2030, end the epidemics of AIDS. I can't even say that word. Sorry, guys. Malaria and neglected tropical diseases. Combat hepatitis. Don't forget, a lot of these have actually been talked about in this, guys. Let me just do a quick thing. Shell or not, it's been talked about. So 2008, documentary we want, isn't it? They're not bringing this stuff up that I want. Well, anyway, let me just show you this guy. There you go. In here, I'll leave this run, guys. This guy gave a talk, and he's doing explains the origins of emerging AIDS, Ebola viruses, and everything. And he did a documentary which showed the list of things that were created by the corporations, like AIDS and cancers and stuff like that. And if you haven't checked out the Cancer Act, then I think you guys need to go and check out the Cancer Act. I think you guys, hello, well, right. I was like, but yeah, go and check it out, guys. Go and check it out. You know what I mean? Because I think you guys would be surprised what's in that. There you go. Let me just show you, in case you guys think there's no such thing. Cancer Act PDF, 1959. There you go. There you go. Cancer Act. There you go. Duty of local authorities, financial provisions, loans to national radium trash purposes of certain advertisements and all that. In a lot of people's heads, this is supposed to stop what's the word I'm looking for? Oil snake salesman or snake oil salesman? I think it's snake oil, isn't it? Yeah. Snake oil salesman. It says here, an act to make further provision for the treatment of cancer, not cure, treatment is difference. Let me just show you the definition of treatment. There you go. Come here. Says yeah, the manner in which someone behaves towards or deals with something, with someone or something. Medical care given to patient for an illness or injury and receiving treatment for an injured shoulder. You know what I mean? And what do it says therapy, surgery, care, administration, ministrations or something like that. It doesn't say cure now, does it? If we bring in cure, relieve a person or animals or symptoms of a disease or condition. Preserve meat, fish, tobacco, and all that. You know, I mean, that's number 2, but nothing about relief or getting, you know what I mean? nothing about looking at the symptoms and making somebody better and healthy and stuff like that. But cure does. You know what I mean? Treatment doesn't. To treat the mind. You know what I mean? If you guys haven't checked out other people, because people do talk about the word ment, which, you know what I mean, it's no way of saying mind. So they're basically saying to treat the cancer, but never curing it. To the authorities, the Minister of Health, to lend money to the National Radium Trust, to prohibit certain advertisement relating to cancer and for purpose connected with matters aforesaid. Be it enacted by the King's Most Excellent Majesty, yeah, right, titles, eh? By and with the advice and consent of the Lords, spiritual and temporal and commons in this present Parliament assembled by the authority of the same as follows. It shall be the duty of the Council of every county and county borough in England and Wales to make arrangements to secure the facilities to the treatments of persons suffering from cancer are adequate for the needs to the county or borough. Not to the people, but to the county and borough. And to submit its arrangements for the approval of the Minister within 1 year from the commencement of this Act or such longer period as the Minister may in any case allowed. The arrangements so submitted by any such council shall include arrangements for the facilitating the diagnosis of cancer, for the treatment of cancer either in hospitals maintained by the council or in hospitals maintained by other councils or local authorities or in a voluntary hospitals. This reads like a how a scientist would say how they do an experiment, right? Then we'll go out, we'll do this, we'll do that, A, B, and C, and then boom. It's like saying, oh, we'll bring this in, give people cancer. If they live, they live. If they die, they die. You know what I mean? And which is a heartless thing to do, especially what one of my members of the family at the moment has got, and they've got stomach cancer. You know what I mean? I want the cure for the cancer, not the treatment. I want the cure for the cancer. And the cure isn't like an overnight thing either. You know what I mean? There's been so many people coming forward that has basically told people what cancers are and so forth. And yeah, it's part of the culling process, guys. So it brings us nicely back to the video here, the smoking gun. That these people have been doing this for a long, long time, playing the populations of the world for a fool. So I just want you guys, I just want to take you guys through some of that quickly. But you guys can, for me to do proper justice with Agenda 2030, I would need to go into it a lot. When I'm not tired and when I'm not but go and check it out, guys. Read it for yourself. Check out what other people have made of it and so forth. Check out other shows and stuff like that. And open your mind up to just, oh, I watch the BBC or I watch CBS. They tell me everything. Yeah, right. Go and check it out, guys. Go and check it out. Am I live streaming this on? Yeah. I'm live streaming some Dragul Nights, but yeah, go and check it out, guys. And I think you guys would be shocked, to be honest. I think you guys will be shocked if you've never done a day's research in your life and you've just gone okay, and you just believed any old thing. Then I think you would be shocked, to be honest. But yeah, the people I speak to behind the scenes, we're getting sick and tired. Of watching the rest of the populace go along, with evil in the world. Come on, join the fun. Research. You know what I mean? Join it. It's fun to research. It's good to know things. But it's not good for the elites behind the scenes that want to keep things hushed. But anyway, sorry guys. Sorry about that. But yeah, if you guys want to check out this lovely lady, I will put the thing in the description. Check out bensounds.com if you want non-copyrighted music and all of that. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to go now, and next time the stream might be shorter. But yeah, I'm putting her in now, Analogical. So if you guys want to check the other stuff of the channel, and don't forget, guys, she's had a previous YouTube channel taken down before because she got so close. They were like, remove all that evidence, you know what I mean? And that's why she's got this channel, this, what's it called now? What's it called again? Website. Let me just get the website for you as well. We got. I'm typing it in now, and so you guys can then. Even I, you know what I mean, because I just click on it when she posted on Facebook. Oh, what the hell? TalkTalk's not letting me go on it, guys. TalkTalk. I wonder why. Come on, TalkTalk. I don't want to use my VPN. Well, I will be using my VPN. But yeah, get a VPN as well, guys, because about other things, because they're stopping a lot of people researching and digging up material, and there's quite a few material that I dug up 10 years ago, and I've gone back to that place, and lo and behold, I'm not saying it's been deleted, but sometimes they just block. Because we did a bit of little research and a little bit of a test. And that test was basically, we pinged the site. Yeah, we pinged it. We were pinging it, we were doing everything else as well. And it was still there. There's quite a few sites that are actually still there, which to your average researcher or whatever, they would be like, oh, it's gone. And I think we need to start doing that again as well. I need to go back over how I pinged the site. I mean, I don't mean just ping it from the thing, and then I mean doing a proper trace and everything again, guys, and see what happens, because I need to get back into all that stuff. But I'm doing over 100 different things now, guys, and especially what's going on with my family at the moment as well. My mum with her rheumatoid arthritis, the bleed outs she's been having on recently, plus my stepdad with the stomach cancer. I mean, plus a lot of people would, because I got close last time, want to see me 6 foot under. Plus a lot, I mean, with my research. Yeah, it's fun. So, and I mean, and that's the mindset you got to have as well. I mean, you got to have a very positive mindset in this research thing. And I got stuff coming as well, guys. The unboxing stuff is still going on, but I mean, first video back for this channel, because I have got other channels. Just to give you guys a quick nose on the other channels as well. So I have got this one, which I haven't posted for a long time on there. Is this one, 57 thing. There you go. And YouTube did block one of the videos because it's getting a lot of attention. Exposing the medical industry heavily as a fraud. It had over 80,000 views, guys, and YouTube did not like that. So yeah, so actually, yeah, I'm actually in my thing now. Actually, I could. There we go. Let's go to my videos. YouTube videos. Let me show you it, guys. Let me actually show you your videos. No, not that. YouTube Studio. I think this is how you do it. Watch this, guys. Watch this. If you think YouTube doesn't block, then a lot of people will laugh at you. I mean, I won't. But where is it? Where is it? There we go. It's a bloke standing thing. What's this? Michael Cesarian. That's another one. I think that's gone now. Yeah. Removed. I did not remove it, guys. Copyright claimed. And I wouldn't be surprised. Some of these people that are supposed to be alternative media guys, I think one or two, like a small percentage of them, I think they put the information out there. Then we come along, put them onto our channels to help spread it, and then they go, no. Because the same happened with True TV. I thought I'd try and help them spread the information out. And they're like, no, you can't have that. Pardon me. Where is it? Where is it? We've got him. He's thing. May have got across another one because I've got over 15. I mean, this one. Oh, look at that, guys. Private locked. And I didn't do that, guys. You know what I mean? It's got 1,200 likes. And it's got 91,152 views. Yeah, I mean, it was getting a lot of thing. And if I try and... Look, guys, I can't... There's nothing there for me to unlock it. You know what I mean? It's nothing I can do, guys. YouTube doesn't want this out. You know what I mean? If I click edit as well... Look, private locked. I can't even get into here, guys. Look at that. I can't even get into it. You know what I mean? I've even tried re-downloading it onto my computer and then trying to re-upload it. Nah, it won't let me download it either, guys. So what are they trying to hide? You know what I mean? What are they trying to hide? So, hold on, guys. Am I still live? Yeah. So it makes you think, guys. It makes you think on many different levels, guys. So, but anyway, I'm going to try again. You know, another attempt. Let's do it now, actually. Let's do it now. Let me... yeah, let's use that. Yeah. FLV2 YouTuber. We'll do it now, guys. We'll do it now. Get lost. You're not about protecting children. You're about harming children. Right then, we'll do this. We'll chuck that in. Please let me download it, for Christ's sake. Look at it. It says private. I can't even download it, guys. Yeah, I mean, just to show you guys that YouTube are not messing about, guys. They are serious. If they don't want certain information out, they don't want that information out. But luckily, I got this video already on my computer and so forth. But I couldn't find it on my hard drive, so I thought, I'll go and download it to be quick. You know what I mean? Christ, YouTube or whoever put the thing on didn't like me having this video up. Despite, as you guys have seen, a lot of people have got interest in this video. But on that note, guys, I'm going to shoot off. You guys have a lovely evening, day, or whatever it is, guys, that you're doing. And I'll catch you guys next time. Oops.